So, yeah. What's going on, YouTube? I wouldn't say I'm back, but I'm definitely making a video. It's been about been about 7 months. Quick little story on what happened. There's nothing major. Pretty much beginning of the year, I went on a couple vacations, ice fishing trips up north, and then I went out to Idaho, catch monster perch. And then after that, I worked overtime for about 4.5 months straight. So it's either work overtime and make a bunch of money, or make a couple YouTube videos and don't make any money. But yeah, so now I'm gonna make a video. I'll probably make videos here and there. Nothing too terribly crazy. But I'm not sure how the lighting is with this, because I moved all my stuff to my garage as well, because my dad is tearing up the barn and he's putting in concrete, and we're gonna put a lift in and all that kind of stuff. But I've been slowly chipping away at that car I told you guys that I bought, that I hadn't showed you guys yet. But without further ado, I'll show you one of my dream cars. It's my number 3. Other 2 before that aren't really obtainable, especially in today's market. But here she is, 2006 SRT 8300. It didn't look like this when I first bought it. It had a bunch of not so tasteful mods done to it, in my opinion, but we can get into that a little bit later. Everybody knows what SRT 8300 looks like. I'm not going to start it up or run it for you guys right now, because I mean it's nothing crazy. And as we get going more, you guys will hear it, you guys will see it, and all that good stuff. From what I know about this car is it's a built 426 Hemi with a ProCharger on it. Obviously you can see it right there. I'm not sure exactly if it's a 426 or not. I mean, it's not a stock 6.1 with a cam in it. That's for damn sure. Like, there's no way that's a stock engine. Whether it's a 426 or not, I don't know. But it's not a 6.1 with a cam in it. I can guarantee you that, because this car pulls like a freight train. And like, I haven't even really messed around with it yet. I mean, I've gone out there and given it some gas, and squealed the tires a little bit, and done some stuff like that. Not anything too crazy, because I'm driving on the street. I don't want to be a knucklehead on the street. Just that kind of stuff. But yeah, the things I've done to it for the most part is I'm trying to get everything back to as OE as possible, because to me these cars are timeless. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful and aggressive at the same time going down the road. Like, anytime I see a 300, like a regular 300, they break my neck a little bit. But like the freaking SRT 300s, when they're on the road, man, they just, for me, they have a presence. Like, they're phenomenal, they're gorgeous, and they're just a beautiful car. Like, that's 100% why they're on my top. It's in my top 3. And then yeah, so I keep rambling, but that's what this video is going to be. I have done what I've done since I've owned it. I'll throw some videos, or not some videos, some I'll throw some pictures in there of what it looked like when I bought it. Because like I said, it's not too interesting right now, because the front end's tore off of it. I'm not going to start it in this video or anything like that, because you're not going to be able to hear it on here anyways, because it's going to blow out the audio. So I mean, there's no point in starting it. The things I've done to it so far is I've changed out the grill. I put an OEM 2010 grill in there. I've done OEM fog lights. I have one OEM headlight and then one aftermarket headlight, so that's gonna need to get changed. So I'll eventually upgrade back to an OEM. A bunch of brackets and ties and stuff where they don't need to be. I've gone through that. The wiring harness I need to go through, because there's some broken. Like, that one's broken real bad. So I'm gonna, because it was electric tape when I seen it. So I'm gonna go to the junkyard and get a new pigtail for that. Upgrade that. New headlight bulbs, because they got blue ones in there and all that kind of crap. And then I deleted like that HID sprayer thing because I'm not ever going to be driving this car enough to where like I'm going to need like HDI sprayers. Like I'm just not. And then yeah, I put the OEM valve covers back, or those little coil covers back on there, because it had these black ones on there, and I'm not a fan of these. Like for somebody these will be real nice, but for me I don't like these. So I took those off. Those are for sale. And then this is the grill. You'll see it in the picture I showed you, but without scratching it too much. That's the grill I took off of it. I need to go through and redo the bumper brace because it was chopped up really crappy, whoever did that. And obviously it's not well, it's OEM, but it's not off of this car because it should be silver, but yeah, that's whatever. And then I'm not too worried about that because I do plan on getting the car repainted at some point in time, because this car is pretty rough as far as like body wise of it. Interior is fairly clean, but it smells like a teenager, so I'm gonna have to rectify that. There's a bunch of crap in there that's carbon fiber wrapped. I'm gonna have to rectify that, because when I got this thing, there's a bunch of crap on this thing, carbon fiber wrapped. You'll see it in the pictures. So I took the carbon fiber wrap off the roof. That ripped some paint off of it, actually. took it all the way down to the primer. So I'm obviously gonna have to get that painted. So I mean, it's not really that big of a deal because it sits in the garage, and then I don't really let it sit outside or anything like that. But I do need to get the rest of the glue off and then get that painted. I might rattle can this for now and then just go from there. And then interior wise, you're not going to be able to see it because I'm in my dark garage, which I need to work on the lighting. But everybody's seen an SRT 300 interior, so nothing special other than the carbon fiber wrap crap, and then the her shifter thing, which I'm going to probably be getting rid of that. Because what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go to Billet Technologies, and I'm probably going to order a whole bunch of crap from there, and then spruce up a bunch of stuff, get a better catch can, and little shifter plate and shifter knob, all that kind of stuff. And then I did taillights, OEM taillights. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the carbon fiber spoiler or a little carbon fiber spoiler or not. I mean, it's nice because it kind of breaks up the silver. This needs to go back to OEM because I don't like that. So that needs to go back to OEM, just the inner part. And then the wheels and tires, here you go. There you go. That's what they are. Flow 1. And then they're from Tire Rack. I have 45s in the front and two, what is it, 275? 275, where's the thing? 275 40s in the rear. Because it was in the picture, like if you look back, I'm not sure if you can hear me as a fan. If you, the SRT 8 Charger wheels that were on here, it was 245 45s all around, and it was a real stretch tire on those wheels. And I don't know, those wheels just don't look good on this car. Like, I don't know why you would go from the SRT 8300 wheels to the Charger wheels. In my opinion, it looks like crap. It's not designed to have those wheels on it. I mean, these look 10 times better. Are they the wheels I'm probably going to stick with forever on the car? Probably not, because I would like to get wheels that have a bronze insert with a chrome lip on it to match the chrome accents on the car, because I don't want to chrome delete the car, because there's not that much chrome on the car. I'm not a huge fan of chrome. Like, I'm not a fan of chrome at all, but in small doses, chrome's all right. Like, I have no issue with that. And then a little quick backstory about the car is the original owner that, well, maybe not the original owner, but the person that built this car, built the 426, the Pro Charger, all that stuff, was a truck driver down south. And why it's got a bunch of the new stuff on it from Black SRT is he backed into it with a semi truck and trashed the front end. That's why this fender's still all junked out. Oh, and FYI, I'm looking for an OEM hood and fender both in the PS2 silver. But he backed into the front of the car, tore up the whole front of the car, bumper and all, because all the stuff's off a black SRT8. And then he just had enough with it and got rid of it. And then somebody up here bought it and fixed it, or it got fixed before the person up here bought it. And then the person up here bought it, and then he skipped town. And then left it at one of his friends' houses or whatever have you. And then it sat around for a while, because you could definitely tell it sat around for quite a while, because there's a bunch of the weird fuzzy oxidation. Oh, wow. Oxidation on the, the aluminum. So you can see it, tell it's been sitting around. Plus there's been leaves and all sorts of crap, where they get from a car sitting around. So then what happened is they got the title for it somehow, and then they traded it in for a truck at a local dealership around here. And then they didn't know what the hell it was. So they sold it to the kid that I bought it from, which I met him from a guy through work. So a guy through work's cousin is friends with the kid, and then he wasn't like afraid of the car, but he didn't want to spend the money that it takes to maintain and get this car back to where it needed to be. So whether that's exactly what it is or not, I don't know, because I mean, there's no way in hell this is a stock 6.1 with just a cam in it and a ProCharger. This thing pulls like an absolute freight train. Like, it's without a doubt the fastest vehicle I've ever driven or owned. But yeah, like as we get going on it more, like I'll show you, like we'll go for drives, we'll go drag race it. I'm not gonna beat the hell out of it. That's not what this is. That's not what this car is. It's basically just gonna be a very fast 4-door family cruiser. Like, I might tone it down a little bit with how loud it is, because it's obnoxious. It's very obnoxious. But I mean, other than that, like, I mean, I could go over the OEM stuff that I bought for it, and then as I'm putting it on, because I'll do a video of me putting, the crap back on, and I'll give you guys part numbers if you need them or whatnot. But they're pretty easy to find. I had a super easy time to find them. But this video is getting super long, so there she is, my 2006 SRT 8300. She's not pretty for everybody, but she's very pretty for me. So we'll get her going, and I'll probably see you guys in the next one, and the next one will probably be a Mopar Nats video. So, because I do plan on recording those, because it's August, so it's that time, boys. So until the next video, I'll see you guys then. Until then, peace out.